Hello and welcome to the Everything You podcast channel. My name is Nicole and this is your energy boosting workout. So this workout is for days where you just need that quick hit of energy and you need to get something done. So it's going to be 20 minutes and we're going to take you through it. There's going to be 4 different exercises and we're going to do each exercise twice. We're going to do 2 sets of each exercise and we're going to go for 10 reps straight through from one to the other in a circuit format. So before we start, we're just going to go for a quick little warm up. So firstly, making sure your feet are hip width apart. We're going to bring one arm up overhead and take it back. So almost like you're doing backstroke. So nice big circles of the arms. We're going to go for 4 on each side. So nice and smooth. And when you're bringing the arm forward, palm facing the side and then turning around at the back. We're going to go for the same on the other side. So nice big circles just to loosen up those shoulders, especially if you've been sitting at a desk for the whole morning or afternoon, just to get some movement and some space in the shoulder girdle. Then we're going to take the arms out to the side, so opening as wide as you can, opening up the chest, and then bringing the hands together. At the same time, you're curving through the top of the spine. So again, opening up the upper body. You can even lift the chin, lift the chest, and then curving everything in. And one more, opening up, and then curving everything in. Then hands on hips, we're gonna go for some hip circles, hip rotations. So you're drawing big O's with each leg or with each knee to give you that space in each hip. So again, if you've been sitting at your desk for the whole day, nice space that's being taken between the hips. So we're going for 4 on each leg, and then we'll go for the reverse. So we'll start on the other leg and we'll take the knee backwards, out and around to the side. So nice big circles. If balance is a struggle for you, you can hold on to something so you're not wobbling around. Last one, and then the other side. So we're gonna take the knee to the front, then we're gonna go to the back, out and round to the side. Like I said, if you just need to hold on to something, then that's fine. Big circles, and that's that. And then lastly, just quickly, we're gonna just roll through the ankles, just to make sure that the feet are nice and warm. So nice big circles with the feet, one way, and then going the other way, about 5 on each foot, just to get everything nice and warm. And then we'll be ready to start. So energy boosting workout, like I said, nice and quick, should feel really nice. And we're gonna be working through the whole body, which means that you're gonna have a nice amount of movement from head to toe, and we should have a nice amount of energy. So I'd say probably could be a good morning workout, but also if you wanna just release some energy at the end of the day, it'll be great for that too. So just to run through each of the exercises with teaching points so you know how to do it. First exercise we're gonna do is a thruster. So we're starting with the feet hip width apart, dumbbells on the shoulders. So dumbbells sit on the edge of the shoulders, you come down into squat position, up over the head, down into a squat position, and then up overhead. Then the next exercise I'll show you from the side is a bent over row. So feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. You're gonna hinge at the hip for a nice flat back, and then you're gonna pull the dumbbells in to your waist. So the edge of the dumbbells into the waist, and then releasing into the waist. So nice flat back. So we're not here, chest lifted, pulling in here. Third exercise is going to be a glute bridge. So we're gonna come down to the mat and we are just gonna roll through the hips. The weight sits nicely on the hips, the dumbbell on the hips, coming down. So as you driving through the heels, I always lift my toes so I can make sure I'm working through my heels, coming down, and you're squeezing the glutes at the top. And then final exercise is going to be a deadlift into an upright row. And so deadlift, feet a little bit wider than hip width. You're gonna come down with a nice flat back again, coming up, upright row, so elbows nice and high. So coming down to the legs, coming up, and then elbows high. So we're gonna go for 10 reps on each exercise. We're gonna do circuit style, so we'll go from one exercise to the other, 10 reps, each one we're gonna do twice, and so let's go for it. So starting with the thrusters, dumbbells on the shoulders, coming into our first rep, and coming up overhead, 1, coming down into that squat, up overhead, and making sure that you're keeping the core nice and tight. Number 3, coming down into the squat, overhead. 4, we're nearly halfway through. And overhead. 5, coming down into that squat, squeeze through the belly. 6, down into the squat, and up. And 7, nice deep breaths. And 8, last 2 reps, big push, using that breath. And 10. So now we're going into our bent over row. So I'm turning to the side to show you your back position. Pulling in, coming down. So squeezing into the shoulder blades as you pull back. That's number 2. Pulling in, number 3. Deep breaths, breathe out at the top. Number 4, pulling in. Number 5, the breath really helps you to contract the muscles. And 7, letting it go. And 8, good, last 2 reps. 9, big squeeze into the shoulder blades. And 10. So dropping one weight down on the floor, going into the glute bridge. So you've got your dumbbell on your hips, pushing the heels, going up towards the ceiling, and then coming down. Number 1. So big push, big squeeze at the top. This is great for some nice round glutes. And 4, so squeezing through it, using the breath at the top. And 5, coming up. And 6, remembering to engage your core as well. And 7, last 3 reps, nearly there. Last 3, and 8, keep breathing through it. And 9, good, and 10. Well done. So we're going into our deadlift into upright row. So another 2 movement part to this exercise. So we're coming down into those deadlifts. Feel through the hamstrings, upright rows. So that's number 1. Feel through those hamstrings, nice stretch. And number 2, coming down just above the socks. Number 3, we're nearly there, nearly halfway. Squeeze the stomach in, upright row. 4, breathing through it. Number 5, coming down to the socks, coming up. Number 6, keeping it going, keep breathing through it. You're doing really well, I can just tell, I'm psychic. Coming up. Last 2 reps, nearly there. And last one, and 10, nice. So we've done the first part of the circuit. We're gonna have a little rest, a very tiny rest, and then we'll go back through. Main things to think about are engaging your core. So from all angles, I'll show you here. So it's not necessarily that you're just pulling your stomach in, it's that you're bracing all the muscles in your core. So bracing your lats, also bracing your abs, your transverse abdominis, everything here in the center of the body. Also making sure the chest is lifted if you go into deadlift, or if you go into upright row, into bent over row rather, it's the same position here. So when you're doing this, or you're doing this, same position, lifting the chest, shoulders back. And then lastly, the breath. So making sure that as you're going through the exercise, on the exertion, you're breathing out. So use that breath to drive the weight up and get it done. So let's go through it. We've got 1 more set to go. So we're starting with the thrusters again. We've got the shoulders ready, got dumbbells on the shoulders, and we're coming down into that squat in 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. Coming down into the squat. 1, good. Really nice, deep squat and overhead. Number 2, coming down into that squat. Big push. 3, nearly there, nearly halfway. And 4, good, bracing the core, all the muscles in the center of the body, like I said. Coming down. And 6, we're nearly there. And 7, good, big push. And 8, nice and strong at the top, so really drive it up. And 9, nearly there. And 10, so we're going into the bent over row now. So we're coming into that bent over row position, nice flat back, and we're driving those weights into the sides, squeezing through the back as we come up. That's 2 reps. Using that breath. 3, keeping it going. And 4, we're nearly halfway. And 5, chest is lifted, stomach in, nearly there. And 7, last 3, keep breathing through it. Good, last 2 reps. And last 1, really nice. So we're coming down onto the mat again into our glute bridge. So making sure feet are hip width apart and we're driving those hips up. Coming into 1, lowering down, driving up, lowering down. And 3, good, really nice, keep it going. And 4, keep using that breath. And 5, nearly there. And 6, last 4 reps. And 8, good, last 2, big drive up. And 10, good, so last of this circuit, we've got the deadlift into the upright row. So grabbing the other weight again, and we're going into deadlift. Just pull my shorts down, so don't see too much. So coming into that deadlift, and then coming up, upright row. So feeling that stretch through the hamstrings, and then coming up, upright row. Keeping it going, this is rep number 3, squeezing the stomach in, using the breath, keeping it going. And number 4. So stretch through those hamstrings. You can also feel that squeeze in the glute as you come up. And number 5, keeping it going, keep breathing. And 6, nearly there, keeping it going. And 7, last 3 reps. You're doing really well if you're still with me. And 8, nearly there, last 2. And 9, coming up. And 10. Good, so what we are gonna do next, a little bonus circuit. So we're gonna work more of the arms and we're also gonna work the core. So for the arms, we are gonna go for a bicep curl. Again, we're gonna go for 10 reps. Bicep curl is gonna be here. Then we are gonna go into a plank. So most people would have done a plank, so you can either do it on the hands or the elbows. We are going to do it on the hands to show you. You come down, hands are shoulder width apart, feet out behind, and making sure the body is a nice flat line. So you're not here, you're not overarching the back here, nice and sturdy here. And then we're going to go for a tricep extension. So with a tricep extension, we're actually going to come back down to the mat and we're going to lift overhead. So you'll see people doing this on the bench. You can actually do it on the mat as well, same movement. So you're gonna have your feet flat on the floor for stability in like a supine position. Hands are gonna be up above the shoulders. You're gonna bend at the elbow and then you're gonna come up to straight arms. So bending at the elbow and then coming up to straight arms. I wanted to include this because I think it's a movement that is often forgotten about. And as ladies, we're always wanting to make sure our arms are nice and shapely and also really strong too. And the thing to think about with the tricep extension is that you just bend at the elbow. So that's the whole movement. The whole arm doesn't need to go. We bend here so we can extend through the tricep and then contract. So bending here and contract. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do 10 reps on each one. We're gonna go through circuit style. The plank is gonna be 30 to 60 seconds. We're gonna aim for 60 seconds. If you can only do 30 seconds, that's fine, just go for that. And then as time goes on, you'll be able to build it in. I'm gonna do 60 seconds just to make sure everything's there. So we've got dumbbells with the bicep curl, then we've got the plank, 30 to 60 seconds, and then we've got the tricep extension. So we're gonna go in 3 seconds. So grabbing your dumbbells again, and we are going for these bicep curls. So coming up, 3, 2, 1. So taking it nice and slow. 2, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, and 3, 3, 2, 1. Engaging the core, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing, and 3, 2, 1. And 6, 3, 2, 1. Keeping it going. Starting to feel that burn now. And 7. Last 3. We're nearly there. and 3, 2, 1, and 2, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Good. So dropping the weights down, and we're going to go into the plank. So just going to go this way. I'm going to keep my eye on the clock. Hands just outside of the shoulders, and we are coming up into plank position. So just making sure that you're pushing through the hands. You're also engaging the core rather, and keeping that breath nice and easy. So we are just over 10 seconds in. So keeping it going, nice deep breaths. Just really thinking about why we're doing this. We are doing this because we want a strong body. We also want a nice strong shoulder girdle as well. So this is great for when you're sitting at your desks and you're not keeping hunched over, keeping everything nice and strong through the upper body as well as the lower body. We're nearly there. Just 10 seconds to go. Nearly there. Anyone who's resting now, getting ready to do the tricep extension. And last few seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. So we are going into the tricep extension. So grabbing both of your dumbbells, coming into a flat back position, feet flat on the floor, and then we're going to come down into that tricep extension and extend. So elbows stay where they are, they don't move. You're making sure that we're not overextending, and that's where the contraction is at the top. Good. And 4, coming down towards the head. They're also called skull crushers, which is a nice way to remember where the dumbbells need to end up. Breathing through it, starting to burn now. I actually love that feeling, but yeah, it means that things are going on. Last 3 reps. Good, coming down to the head. And 2, we're nearly there. And 1, good. So let's have a teeny bit of rest, just to talk about each of the exercises. So with the bicep curls, making sure that the feet stay hip width apart. You've got a nice pulled in core. So again, it's that bracing of the core rather than just sucking the stomach in. So coming up into bicep curl, slowly coming down, up, slowly coming down, keeping a little bit of space at the top. That's one of the first things that I learned when I started working as a PT. You don't go all the way, you're resting at the top if you're all the way here. You keep that little bit of space to keep the muscle through the tension and then letting it go. With the plank, so again, pushing through the hands, we're not collapsing into the shoulders. We're making sure there's space between the shoulders and the ears, making sure that everything here is pulled in and that the bum is not sticking out and it's not overarching in the back. And then finally, just bending at the elbow for the tricep extension rather than taking the whole arm back, because then we're not getting the movement that we need to contract the tricep. So, final circuit, let's go into it. So we're starting with the bicep curls. It's coming up for 1, 3, 2, 1. Breathing through it. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 3, 2, 1. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Core engaged. 3, 2, 1. And 6, 3, 2, 1. You use the breath. 7, 3, 2, 1. Nearly there. Last 3. And 3, 2, 1. Last 2. 3, 2, 1. Keeping that space. And 3, 2, 1. Now we're going into the plank. So it's our last plank. So let's make the most of it. Whether you're doing 30 seconds or you're doing 60, let's go for it. Finding that position, pushing through the hands, not collapsing into the shoulder blades. So pushing through, nice strong position, deep breaths in, and then letting that breath go, but keeping nice and steady all the way through the body. We are 10 seconds in. Let's keep it going. We're nearly there. Nearly at the end of this workout, so well done for staying with me if you're still with me. Whew, keeping breathing. You can feel the burn. The burns are coming in thick and fast now. Just keeping it going. We're nearly there, we're over halfway through. Whew. Keeping it happening. Pushing through those hands. Last 13 seconds. We're nearly there, I can really feel it in my shoulders now. So if you can as well, you're not alone. 10 seconds. Nearly there, we can do it. Woo. Pushing through those hands, keep it going. I can really feel it, especially after the biceps. And relax. So grabbing both of the dumbbells now for the tricep extension. So coming up, hands over the shoulders, coming up. Good, number one. Good, it's coming through. And 3, we're nearly there. And 4, I can really feel it now. And 5, halfway through. And 6, good, keep bending at that elbow. And then coming up, 7, 3, 2, 1. And 8, nearly there. And 9, if your elbows start to fall down, pick them back up. And last one. Woo. And 10. Well done, guys. If you're still with me, you just did really well. We'll fall over. You just did really well. That was a great workout. That was 20 minutes, energy boosting, get you ready for the day or blow off some steam after work. As I've said, I am Nicole. I am the founder of NX Coaching. Check out my other videos, my other workouts. And also, if you've got any questions, just drop me a message.